It was good, everybody. It's the dominant 31-007 Bowls founder of the South, the one of the 31-007 family calls one bow above all Southern hospitality, which is also my regional superpower gift, exclusively made in Vallejo, where the original crust cider was at when the Appellation started in California. I'm the first Louisiana, and it's still in my birth state of Louisiana, of course, stalking claim to make sure, or staking claim to make sure the Bose Founders title is mine, so I can also be a Crest family founder in USA history. This is still the 25th anniversary year of Southern Hospitality Y2K, and don't believe the clickbait. I'm not a wrongdoing gang founder. And here we about to go head to head against Auburn. Auburn number 22, 4-2. LSU 7-0, 3-0 in the SEC. Did all that. Let's see what they say. On Heisman Watch, we are no longer on the board because the running back position didn't change for some strange reason. We're gonna go check that out. Yep, we're not on the board. We had a running back on the board, but he fell off because for some reason I have him in the starting lineup, but he doesn't ever get a chance. Like, I mean, it's like 0 times. I don't ever see dude win ball. And he's not on the injury report, so I don't know what happened. Let's see how bad. Nope, he's not there. We have C. Eccles. He's injured for 3 weeks. This guy put on reserve, so he's not going to make it back during the season. Should still be on All American. Yep. And let's see how the coach contract is. 7 safe at 98%. Abilities. Okay, at the end of the season. All right, let's get to this game.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off-play action on first down. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Green. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. He caught it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Green. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Trying to surge it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Auburn Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Coming out aggressively. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Hard running there. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fired complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume. And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw is Holstein. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
And back to the air on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is... And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Makes the grab. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Using his feet to buy time. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Rush gets there. home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Got him downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That's reeled in. It's Green. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
The sure hands, it's Hill. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team highlight.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. To the air, it's Holstein. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Perry. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Auburn going to work with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little late. There he goes! He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give on the counter. Got a little space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Holstein. Caught, close to the marker, it's Davidson. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Using the quick game. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On the move, it's Perry. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the...
Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Auburn. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense?
Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as it's...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Never a doubt. That'll close the gap to 14.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Simmons. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really... breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Pulls it in. It's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sight.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, better look out. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Parker. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Mitchell. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Pressure coming. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. To the air, it's O'Neal. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Simmons. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Second down coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Simmons. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Hunt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
On the run, it's Perry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. To throw, it's Holstein. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Makes the catch. It's Parker. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Quick completion on the out route. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now. With Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Auburn lines up quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Makes the catch. It's Simmons. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers are marching down the field. The give to the back. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The short hands, it's Parker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Quickly complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to keep it in the air. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give on the option. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the mark. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thompson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give on the inside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Runs through the tackle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Touchdown Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And the LSU offense will take over.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And with reception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. It's picked off and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Finds his back in the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that point if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Parker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Green. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Working on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. He'll set up to throw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching
All right, we got another commit. We see Ellison, our wide receiver. We need two commits. Paul Thomas, the Sam linebacker, and we lost this guy. Like we lost three people on the list. This guy, the 5-star right edge, and this 4-star we have left. I'll drop the second place. About to play Missouri Tigers. Should be easy win. All right, guys, let me get out here and do this recruiting and catch y'all on another one. Like.